So welcome back to the channel, guys. If you guys are new here and new to this lock journey, then subscribe down below, man. We're back with another video. I told you guys, man, weekly videos from now on, how to choose the perfect loctician. Now in this video, listen, we're going all the way back with it, man. I'm going to be giving you guys advice that you're going to need if you're just starting off from the beginning, and sometimes this advice can actually be useful if you're about 2 to 3 years in your journey, because I know I would need this advice. So quick disclaimer, this is not to bash any hairdressers out there or any stylists doing their thing, but it's to help you guys that are starting your lock journey on the most straight and honest road, man, you feel me? So let's get straight into the first one. Now the first sign you may need a new loctician is if they tell you you need a retwist every month. I swear to you, I cannot emphasize this enough. I still have people messaging me that are like 2 years into their lock journey, or 3 years into their lock journey, telling me their loctician is telling them to come back every single month. That is dangerous advice. Like, you do not need to be retwisting or manipulating your hair that often. Maybe in the first beginning stages, 1 to 3 months, where your styles may not be intact long enough for the locking process. But 2 years, 3 years, 1 year, and you're still going to your loctician every single month out of your own will because they've told you to come back every single month? Nah. I can tell you right now, with my locks, if I get a retwist, you can still probably see the partings after 3 to 4 months. Trust me, 1 month is too soon, especially if you think your hair looks unneat or whatever it is. That's the whole nature of locks. Stop getting your hair retwisted every single month. And if your loctician is pushing you to do that, then yeah, nah. Get a new one. Now the second sign you may need to get a new loctician is if they're retwisting your hair too tight and they're not even listening to you when you tell them the styling or the retwist is too tight. That's the biggest red flag ever, apart from the first one. You're gonna have your hair thinning before you even get to 8 months in. Trust me. Like, tight hairstyles is like sending a shockwave through your body to tell you that, yo, my hair is under attack. Whatever is tied to my hair needs to be let go. Your body is going to remove those hair follicles quicker than anything because your body doesn't like pain. The whole nature of retwisting your hair already creates so much tension. You don't want a stylist that's actually making it tighter so they can last longer. That doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make sense. So if a loctician is telling you, I need to do it tight so that the style looks good, no. Nope, 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 stay far away from that. That is your one-way ticket to tractional alopecia. Trust me, it affects all of us. Now the third sign you may need a new loctician, this sign is quite controversial because everyone, the misinformation on this topic has been crazy. I even got wrapped into it as well. If your loctician is telling you not to wash your hair, get a new one. Get a new one. I can understand now if you've done a retwist and this is your first lock install for your first month and it's lasted about maybe you're 2 weeks in and you're thinking, okay, I might want to wash my hair. Wash your hair. Wash your hair. Legitly wash your hair. I can understand if it's within the week, the first week, okay, don't wash your hair. You're just going to wash out all the gel and everything that they put in your hair. But if it's 2 weeks in, wash your hair, bro. Wash your hair, especially if you're going to get a retwist in the next 2 weeks or the next week after, because in the first initial stages, you can get those retwists. You need to get your hair styled quite frequently. But if you're 6 months to 7 months in and you're not washing your hair, hey, get a new loctician, please. Please, because that misinformation is crazy, it's diabolical. You should not be doing it. Keep your hair healthy, keep your scalp healthy. Your follicles in your scalp need to be released of any grease, any kind of bacteria, any fungus. You need to just keep your overall hair healthy, please. Now the fourth sign you may need to get a new loctician, I hope you guys are keeping on track with me right now. If their prices are sky high, please leave that door. I am tired and sick of seeing these prices. Like, we're not installing wigs over here. We're actually using our own hair. We're not installing wigs. There's no way someone should be paying $400, $300 for a retwist. That's insane. Like, I can understand American prices are a bit extortionate because of the availability of stylists, the time that it takes out of the stylist time. I completely get that. I am not bashing no one's hard work. But when the prices are a bit too fishy and the person's reasons for their prices is because they've got experience, everyone's got experience in twisting their hair. Like, there needs to be more. There needs to be more to the service. Maybe they're washing your hair. Maybe they're giving you a free bonnet. Maybe they're giving you something of value. You understand? You can't just hike up your prices to stay above competition and then say to your loyal customers, especially your loyal customers, because they do it to the loyal customers. So you may not even find this problem when you're just starting off your lock journey. You may find it later on down the line when you've been going to your loctician for 2 years and now she decides to spike it up by £50. That's crazy. That is crazy. Now I'm gonna come back every 6 months because that's the price. That's the price exchange that we're going to be doing. You feel me? In London right now, I pay about £75 for my retwist. That includes a wash, that includes the styling, that includes the retwisting. You feel me? That's reasonable. That is completely reasonable. Some prices in London can go up to about £90, 110. I can understand it. I'm in a decent average. Not too low, not too high. The lowest I've seen in London is probably about £55. So I'm okay paying 75 to about 80, maybe 85. But anything closer to that 90 to 100 range, nah, you're doing too much. And I can understand in America, I think the average that we worked out, because I did a video about this couple of years back, the average we found out was that I think it was around 160, I think, or $150 is the average price that you're paying for a retwist, a wash and style. But obviously in America, different states come with different prices. If you're in those rural, like Nebraska, Colorado, those type of areas where there's not much black people like that, or black stylist, then yeah, you may find a situation where a stylist or loctician is charging a good maybe $300 to $400. Maybe if you're in a very densely populated metropolitan area, you feel me, you're in New York City or you're in Houston, Texas or something like that, then yeah, the prices might just be high because it's to match the rent. So it makes sense. But have some discernment. Have some discernment when looking at the prices in your area. Just don't go for a high price just because that person has got the highest price on in the marketplace. Actually look at the loctician, look at their work, look at whatever stuff, and that leads on to me to the next point. Let's go. The 5th sign you may need a new loctician is no experience. Now, hey, having locks as a loctician is not a qualification that you can do locks. We need to see some video, photography evidence. I need to see that your work is popping off. Gone are the days, like listen, you've had 25, 30 years to set up an Instagram account and post your lock stuff. I can't tell, you can't tell me that you've been doing locks for 15 to 30 years and you've barely got like 10 photos on your Instagram page. Nah, we're not doing that. We need to actually see work. And if a loctician or someone is trying to tell you, yeah, they're good at it, man, they've been doing it for years, it's easy, it's very simple, the technique is there, they just want your money, bro. They just want your money. Ask to see work, a lot of work, different styles, female, male, children. Let's see some work, let's see some experience, you feel me? That's the only way you're now going to be able to judge if someone's actually worthy of touching your crown and manipulating the hair around it, you feel me? So be careful about that, man. That's the biggest one, because I've dealt with a lot of stylists in the days, because I've changed locticians probably about 3 or 4 times now. And my main issue was that majority of the locticians were just hairdressers. You understand? They're just hairdressers that they picked up the styling methods as they went on their hairdressing journey. I ain't gonna knock the hustle again. I agree with it. Do what you need to do to get money. But when it comes to someone that's a specialist and a hairdresser, there's 2 different things. One actually cares about the nature of your locks from start to finish, and one is just trying to get the bag, you feel me? So make sure your hairdresser or your stylist isn't the latter, you feel me? The 6th sign you may need a new loctician is they are charging you a fee, any type of fee, for the length of your locks, firstly, and secondly, the type of curl pattern of your hair. There is no way there should be a fee for any of those 2. I can understand the number of locks, that makes sense, because that equates to more work. But the length does not equate to more work. There is no way you should be getting charged an extra fee for the length, especially when they are the person taking care of your hair to ensure that it gets longer. What do you mean you're gonna charge me? After 2 years of growth, now you wanna charge me for the length? That is insane. Let's cut it. You feel me? So if your loctician is charging you a fee for the curl pattern of your hair, please go do yourself a favor and leave. That don't even make sense. I can understand if it's like 1A, 1C, you should even be in the shop, you feel me? But if your hair, like if you're mixed and it's like I say a 2C hair, maybe 3C hair, that is doable. Especially with the interlocking method, that is doable. Just say you don't know how to do locks. You understand? Just say it. Just admit, oh, I can't work with your hair. Don't go charge people for their hair type. You understand? Because realistically, if you got 4C hair, you don't even need to go to a loctician too tough like that. You can go to any stylist and put your hair in a 2-strand twist or put your hair in a flipping twist and your shit's gonna lock up because you got 4C hair. But for those that have like that 3A hair, that 2C hair, yeah, it's a bit more work and effort, but it shouldn't cost a fee. That's insane. The hairstyle is a hairstyle. You understand? It's mad. 1A hair makes sense. It makes sense. But 2C to 3A to 3, that's when you get into that mixed type of hair, that kind of coolie little pattern of hair. Nah, man, that's too much, man. It shouldn't be done, man. And the 7th and last sign that you need to get a loctician is that they're not guardians of your hair. Listen, a loctician is like they're like a mother. You understand? They're from the beginning all the way to the end, you feel me? So majority of the time, you should expect your loctician to have either a journal entry, you feel me? Either a mental note of where your hair is at, what you need to actually do for your hair, and what you need to actually kind of like progress your journey even better. You understand? If your loctician doesn't even have that, they don't even care like that, like you come to them, like I can go to my loctician after 6 months, bro. She already knows exactly what my hair is like, you understand? She's like, oh wow, your hair's even getting better in this area. Like you were thinning in this area, now it's getting a lot more better. That's all we need. That is all you need. You understand? To know that your loctician has a vested interest. Because think about it. Imagine you go bald now. Imagine your hair falls out. They're out of the bag. You understand? So if they can't even have the slightest of concern for your actual hair, then I don't know what to tell you, man. Leave. Leave. Because that is crazy, you feel me? I've seen some locticians literally just look at the person's hair. The person's hair is in tatters, blood. As in, their hair is falling apart. They've either dealing with severe fungus, dandruff, you feel me? Or maybe their hair is very sensitive. And the loctician's just like, you know what, fuck it, I don't care, I'm getting paid at the end of the day. You don't need those type of people, man. Especially touching your scalp like that, nah. Go do better for yourself, bro. And those are my 7 signs, man. Honestly, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll catch you guys in the next vlog. Let's get it.